Jai Hind everyone. So today's headline is Indian Navy brings 340 metric tons of liquid oxygen, other supplies from abroad. Second, MiG-21 crash. NDA pays homage to the squadron leader Abhinav Chaudhary. Third news is about Cyclone Yes. Indian Air Force keeps 11 transport aircraft, 25 helicopters on standby for this. Next news is about 8 militants killed in encounter with security personnel in Assam. The last news is Indian Army Chief General Narwane reviews operational readiness along the Arunachal border. The Indian Navy on Sunday brought to India 340 metric tons of liquid oxygen, more than 3,700 oxygen cylinders, and other medical supplies from abroad as the country continued to reel under a severe second wave of coronavirus pandemic. The supplies were bought by two warships from Singapore, Brunei, and Qatar. Indian Navy spokesperson Commander Vivek Madhaval said naval ship INS Jalashva arrived at Vishakhapatnam bringing 300 metric tons of liquid medical oxygen and over 3,600 oxygen cylinders from Singapore and Brunei. It was the largest consignment of LMO brought to India from abroad. This all is done under the Operation Samudra Setu 2. Another ship INS Trikand arrived in Mumbai carrying 40 metric tons of liquid oxygen and 100 oxygen cylinders from Qatar, Commander Madhaval said. The ship also transported some other medical equipments including ventilators and empty cryogenic oxygen containers. The two warships are the part of 9 ships deployed by the Indian Navy under the Operation Samudra Setu 2 for shipment of liquid medical oxygen and associated equipments from friendly foreign countries in the Persian Gulf and Southeast Asia. The Indian Navy stepped up its effort as ships from all three naval commands in Mumbai, Vishakhapatnam and Kochi were deployed to bring oxygen and other medical equipment under Operation Samudra Setu 2 following a shortage of oxygen supply in the country, triggered by rising COVID-19 cases. The National Defense Academy paid homage to squadron leader Abhinav Chaudhary, who died in MiG-21 crash in Moga in Punjab a couple of days ago, an official said on Sunday. The Bison aircraft was on an operational sortie from Suratgarh in Rajasthan when it crashed in Langiana village on Thursday night. A wreath-laying ceremony was organized at the Hut of Remembrance on Saturday in honor of late squadron leader Chaudhary, with Lieutenant General Asit Mistry, Commandant of NDA, paying homage along with others. A statement from the premier military institution said. Squadron leader Abhinav Chaudhary was an alumni of 124 NDA course, R Squadron, and passed out in May 2013. After passing out from the Air Force Academy, he was commissioned in the fighter stream of Indian Air Force. Today, as his name gets inscribed in golden letter with full military honor in the Sacred Hut of Remembrance. His martyrdom will continue to inspire future generation of NDA cadet. The NDA fraternity offer heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family in this hour of grief. The Hut of Remembrance at NDA is a sublime cenotaph that commemorates the sacrifice of ex-NDA officers from the armed forces who laid down their lives in the line of duty. The Indian Air Force has kept 11 transport aircraft and 25 helicopters ready to carry out humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operation as a part of preparation to deal with the situation arising out of Cyclone Yaas. The Indian Air Force airlifted 21 tons of relief materials and 334 National Disaster Response Force personnel to Kolkata and Port Blair from three different places on Sunday as the government initiated a series of measures to tackle the cyclone that is brewing in the Bay of Bengal. This is in the preparation for the approaching cyclone Yaas, and the operation are ongoing since May 21 to date. The Indian Air Force has airlifted 606 personnel and 57 tons of load for this purpose. Additionally, around 25 choppers including 11 Mi-17 V5, 2 Chetaks, 3 Cheetah and 7 Mi-17 helicopters are also kept on standby for an eventuality. The Indian Meteorological Department had said the cyclone is expected to cross the West Bengal and North Odisha coast by May 26 evening, with a wind speed ranging 155 to 165 km per hour and gusting to 185 km per hour. 8 Dimasha National Liberation Army militants were on Sunday killed in an encounter with security forces in Assam, West Karbi Anglong district, along the Nagaland. Earlier, it had claimed 6 died in the exchange of fire as the bodies of 2 others were yet to be recovered. Acting on a tip-off, a team of police officers and Assam Rifle personnel launched an operation led by West Karbi Anglong Additional Superintendent of Police, Prakash Sonowal. An exchange of fire ensued between the security personnel and the militants in Michi Bailang area, following which 8 members of the outlawed outfit were gunned down. 6 bodies were initially recovered and the 2 others suspected to be that of the outfit top leaders were spotted later in the day during combing operation in the remote region along the interstate border. 4 AK-47 rifles and several rounds of ammunition were found in the possession of the slain militants. Search operation had been underway in the district since last week after a priest was killed in Doji Feng area. Indian Army Chief General M.M. Nirvane arrived at Dimapur, Nagaland on 20 May 2021 on a 2-day visit to review the operational readiness along the northern borders of Arunachal Pradesh and security situation in northeast. On arrival at the Corps headquarters in Dimapur, the Army Chief was briefed by Lieutenant General Johnson Matthew, General Officer commanding Spear Corps, and the Division Commander on the prevailing situation and operation preparedness along the northern borders. The Chief of Army Staff complimented all ranks for maintaining excellent vigil and exhorted them to stay alert and keep watch on activities along the LAC. The Army Chief is scheduled to return back to New Delhi on 21 May 2021. Thanks everyone for watching. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata ki Jai.